Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about 20 most top secret military operations in history. A military, or you called it an armed force, is mainly a government professional organization. This organization usually made for protecting the sovereignty of a country. The military organization generally consists of some national troops such as an army, navy, air force, sometimes marines, as well as coast guard. If though these military organizations main target to protect their own country, but sometimes they try to embarrass the other's country as well as try to destroy an international terrorist troop to show their power. Now we are going to tell you 20 most top secret military operations in history. Number 1. Abu Omar Case. Abu Omar was seized by the Central Intelligence Agency and Italian Military Intelligence and Security Service on February 17, 2013, and later he was transferred to Egypt. He was accused as a terrorist. However, Italian courts summoned over 26. It was one of the most top secrets in the world. Number 2. Acoustic Kitty. Acoustic Kitty is a secret project launched by the Central Intelligence Agency Directorate of Science and Technology. This was a strange operation where a cat acts like a spy. Actually, an antenna, a battery, and a microphone were set up with the cats and pushed it into the embassies of Soviet. The main target of this mission was to get a speech of Soviet Union. Number 3. Bay of Pigs invasion. Have you ever heard the name of Fidel Castro? He was the revolutionary leader of Cuba and next to the Prime Minister. However, the Bay of Pigs was related to this famous leader. In 1961, on April 17, the United States government's Central Intelligence Agency took over Cuba. Unfortunately, a counterattack came from the Cuban Revolutionary and CIA was defeated by the Cuban armed forces only in 3 days. Number 4. Operation Anthropoid. Special Operations Executive made a plan to assassinate the great and powerful man in Nazi Germany under the Adolf Hitler. It was the only government-sponsored assassination of Nazi leaders during World War II. The death of the leader comes back a huge destruction that was occurred by SS. Number 5. Operation Chaos. Operation Chaos was the domestic recruiting operations in the historic United States of America. The mission of this operation was to uncover the foreign influences on domestic race. Chaos is the code name of the CIA. It occurred from 1967 to 1974, established by President Johnson but expanded by President Nixon. Number 6. Operation Gold. Operation Gold is a joint operation of the American Central Intelligence Agency and the British Secret Intelligence Service. In 1950, they created a tunnel into the Soviet-occupied zone. It was the most complex operation project. Number 7. Operation Kufire. Che Guevara is not only a name. He was the symbol of revolution. Operation Kufire was related with the name. Operation Kufire was an operation to search for identity and track Communist Party members in Guatemala during the Urbans ruled. Number 8. Operation Marlin. Operation Marlin was a U.S. covert operation under the William Jefferson Clinton administration to provide Iran with a faulty design for a part of a nuclear weapon. While the operation was going smoothly according to the plan, suddenly it was failed when Russian scientists represent the plan smartly. Number 9. Operation Mias. Operation Mias is related to the country of Afghanistan in Asia. It was an armed reduction mission controlled by the American Central Intelligence Agency. By trying the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, the mission was a failure. Number 10. Operation Mockingbird. Operation Mockingbird was the campaign of American Central Agency. The operation was influenced by the international media. The operation began in early 1950 and manipulated media for purposes of propaganda. Number 11. Operation Neptune Spear. Al-Qaeda is the name of an Islamic group. The leader of the group was Osama bin Laden. He was arrested from Pakistan on May 2, 2011 within a short operation. The operation was operated by the Navy SEAL of the United States Navy SEALs, and the operation's codename was Operation Neptune Spear. It was the most secret operation. Even Pakistan didn't know about this. Number 12. Operation Paperclip. The Joint Intelligence Objective Agency managed an operation after the end of World War II where almost 1,600 German scientists, engineers, and technicians had taken by the US government for the government employee. The name of the operation was Operation Paperclip. Number 13. Operation Valkyrie. Operation Valkyrie was an operation planned by continuity of government during the World War II. The issue of the plan to take control in case of civil breakdown. Klaus von Stauffenberg was the chief conspirator in Operation Valkyrie. Number 14. Operation Washed Up. When people hear about Operation Washed Up, they won't be sure which operation would be because there have two Operation Washed Up, Operation Washed Up United States, another Operation Washed Up Nicaragua. Operation of Washed Up Nicaragua organized by the Central Intelligence Agency to set Guatemala as a near of Moscow by set up fake Soviet arms in Nicaragua. Number 15. Operation Wrath of God. What do you know about the massacre of Munich? In 1972, at the time of Summer Olympics, almost 11 Olympian teams were killed. After the massacre, Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir has planned the Operation Wrath of God that executed by the Mossad and involved PLO, Palestinian Liberation Organization. Number 16. Project 404. During the Second Indochina War, the project of 404 was taken by the United States. Mainly, Project 404 was the code name for a covert United States Air Force advisory mission to Laos. The Project 404's purpose is to supply the line crew technical support and train to Royal Laotian Air Force. Number 17. Project Azorian. The Project Azorian mainly was taken for recovering K-129, a Soviet submarine that sank in 1968. The government of the United States spent almost $800 million to complete the Project Azorian. The mission of Project Azorian was undertaken in 1974 by recovering submarine, nuclear missile, secret equipment, as well as documents. Number 18. Project Fubelt. Do you know about Track 2? Track 2 is the code name of Project Fubelt that managed by the Central Intelligence Agency. The purposes of the project were to prevent the Salvador Allende's power and to promote a military coup in the Republic in South America. Number 19. Project M Konami. To enable the TSD to serve a highly maintained center for the circulation of biological and chemical materials, the Project M Konami was established. The project was the joint project of the Americans' Central Intelligence Agency and Army's Special Operations Division. M Konami was its codename. Number 20. Project Mkultra. Project Mkultra is the experimental research operation in the behavioral engineering human mind control. Mkultra is the codename of the experimental research operation. It had focused on biological projects including biological warfare agents. The purposes were to establish robust arsenal within the CIA.